Yo, 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 welcome to another Highdeas movie review. And on this edition, I am going to be reviewing the Coming to America 2, the sequel. I don't know if I want to do a full review or just state how I feel about the movie. I saw a lot of comments, a lot of people not really into the movie, saying it was dumb or whatever the case was. I saw some people saying it was good. I think my man Corey Gilbert he was one of the few people that was like I saw that said it was good. So I took a little moment this morning. Got up, had an early morning on the off day. So I got up around 6 and I cut on Coming to America. My uncle actually is an extra in there somewhere. I was looking for him the whole time. Maybe he didn't make the cut, but I do know that Uncle Wink. Yeah, he has pictures with the actors and the outfits. So he was an extra in that movie. We had to he told us not to tell anybody when he was recording, but it was about a year and a half ago, I believe. Something like that. But I remember when he was recording it. So yeah, man, this was a little bit more special for me because my uncle had passed away before the movie came out. So rest in peace, Uncle Wink. But yeah, man. So I went and looked at Cut on Coming to America. I don't know why so much backlash, why people didn't like the movie. I did write a couple of things because at first I was just watching this for just my pure enjoyment, and I wasn't thinking to do a review. But as I was watching the movie, I started thinking, well, a lot of people didn't like this movie, so I should at least give my take on it. Yes, the movie had a few plot holes. Obviously, it's a comedy. If this was a drama or a movie where you're really supposed to take it serious, then I would have a different type of review for it. Maybe I would see it differently. But it's a comedy. You got Eddie Murphy playing 5 characters. It's the same type of, but overall, when you really take it in a vacuum, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. Um, Wesley Snipes, his character was enjoyable. It's really cool to see Wesley Snipes really he done a lot of different movies lately, and he's done a lot of various roles, and it's good to see him back out here and not just being a niche action gangster actor. He's doing comedy, he's doing serious, he's doing action, he's doing it all. So I wish he would get a second chance to do a Blade in Marvel, even if it's just like a little cameo, like just a little nod to, yeah, that's Wes. I'd be like, yeah, I'll be back. His character was fun. I thought that Eddie Murphy's accent was terrible. I did think that. I'm like, man, you know, he does a lot of good impersonations. I would have thought that he did a better African impersonation. That's pretty bad. Um, but basically, the movie's about the family, him and his wife Lisa, Queen Lisa, being married, the anniversary for 30 years, and at that around the same time, his father was about to pass, and they're basically saying that you know he has 3 daughters, but he needs a son to be the heir to the throne because in those time in certain countries, women don't have the same freedoms and liberties as men. So remember, he's supposed to be the king that changed everything, and then he ended up becoming like a suit. Like he came back with the clean cut and became a corporate guy instead of being the free spirited that he said he was. So some shaman type character basically has said that he had a bastard son in America, and that he Basically, go get him. And at the same time, Wesley Snipes is the brother to the sister that Eddie Murphy has stood up in the first movie. So uh, he was basically threatening war on Zamunda. His country is called Nextdoria, which I found to be very funny. Nextdoria. Uh, but they had a lot of great cameos. I want to say Salt and Pepper. They had like a little singing, dances. Tiana Taylor looks amazing. Whoever is dating her, good job. Good job. What does that woman eat? She drink salt water and eat kale. Like, how does she maintain a body like that? What do you eat? Woman's body is ridiculous. It's crazy. I mean, like, but so they go through finding him, and it didn't take too much convincing. Once I guess he got his dad, and got Eddie Murphy in front of his mother. The mom was funny. I forgot her name. Leslie Jones. She was funny, but at sometimes that ratchet, that overbearing black character can really become annoying. So it was a point in time where she wasn't a little annoying, but she got back on my. When she started partying with the queen, I was like, okay, so she is back being cool. But it was a little part in there. It was just like, can you tone down the ratchetness? Like Eddie Murphy's daughter, the brown skin one, who was that? Call me. And did you realize the wife outside of like when they first showed them in the bed together, did she speak for like the first 35 minutes? Like they showed her in bed and then she didn't speak until I think he came back from America when he had, the surprise. He was telling her about the surprise and all that. That was like the first time she spoke, and that was like 30-something minutes into the movie. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, so if I do, excuse me. Try to hold it. Let me see. I did right. Everybody's doing double characters. You even had Arsenio Hall. He did about 3 characters. He did a female. He did the preacher, the reverend or whatever. He did his own character. The barbershop scene was hilarious. Every scene with Wesley Snipes was pretty good. I enjoyed those. I enjoyed the barbershop guys. The sister, was jealous of the brother, but not really jealous, but upset that the brother kind of came in. But they turned it around quickly. Their relationship, I thought, was cool. I thought that there would be more vitriol there, but she didn't. She didn't. She didn't. She wasn't as angry as I thought she was going to be. She ended up becoming very supportive, so I thought that was cool. And Wesley Snipes, that haircut he had in that last scene, those last scenes were a trip. Also, that conversation he had with James Evans was hilarious. And McDowell's, when he's talking about putting the McFlurby or whatever it's called, the stuff at the bottom, that was funny. Also, how does the son, when he gets to Zamunda, how does he get clothes made so fast? Like when the groom told her, the groomer told him to be your own prince, and like 2 hours later he had his own clothing line. I was like, what the? I guess they must not be too far from Wakanda, so they needed some expedited clothes. Wakanda had the technology to do so. So, and then the point where he finds out that his father is like, using him to end this beef or war, or whatever the case, he just jumps on the plane with a undocumented African woman and just fly right to America. No passport, nothing. You could just straight over. No papers? Nope. Just got a private jet, land. Who's that? Don't matter. I don't know. Does it work like that? Maybe it does. I don't know. Oh, also in that part where he was talking to James Evans, they said that he was in the kitchen mopping for hours, but when you go into the kitchen, there's literally just like a little circle there, and he only looked like he only mopped that circle. But I'm just being petty. But ultimately, at the end, he does get married to who he chooses and not Tiana Taylor. Because Tiana Taylor was just like the sister of Wesley Snipes, who just did what the man said instead of like contributing thought and emotion and being her own person. And the son didn't want that. He wanted an actual connection with somebody. So he went with her. But Tiana Taylor, good Lord. Um, so when they was getting married, they was in the I got some notes here, that's why I keep looking. They was getting married, and I said Wesley Snipes, and Eddie Murphy tried to interrupt. The son was wearing a pink shirt with a white belt and some light blue jeans. What? Who wears that? No. But anyways, they ended up being cool. Wesley Snipes was cool. They even had my man Dre from Power in here. I thought the movie was good. I thought for what it was, like, just stop over analyzing stuff. Comedy isn't supposed to be what's the movie a movie award, Oscar. You know, it's supposed to be a comedy. It's supposed to just be loose. It's supposed to be funny. It's going to have its mistakes and trip ups in the movie. It's going to have its plot holes, but it's ultimately had a good little story behind it. It was love, seeing old people, old faces. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. Um, and and I'm not going to talk about everybody. I'm just going to talk about black people. Black people, y'all so quick to shoot down stuff that we create. Y'all are so quick. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Just take it for what it is. I mean, talk about supporting each other, and the man drops a movie. Support each other. The man drop a movie and y'all trash it, and the movie was actually pretty good for a comedy, for a Eddie Murphy 30-year sequel. What did you expect for it to be? It was pretty good. Y'all need to temper your expectations and y'all need to relax. That's what's up. Because, I'm expecting to see a terrible movie. I thought the part with the lion was funny. I thought it was a good movie. So if you take whatever expectation, because I didn't go in for expectation, I just went in to watch and just to see what it was going to do, if it was going to entertain me. I'm not a fan of Tracy Morgan, by the way. He's not funny to me. But he did do something in there that at least made me chuckle. But I thought it was a good movie. For what it was, I mean, like, what are we talking about? Is this supposed to be a Robert De Niro movie, or is it supposed to be an Eddie Murphy movie? This is the guy who makes Norbit. This is the guy who does Nutty Professor. This is the guy who did Dr. Dolittle. Bowfinger? And you're expecting Avengers Endgame level quality of a movie. You're expecting a Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. It's not that. It's Coming to America. It's a comedy. So now that I've told you that, go back and rewatch it. And just go and just watch it with just the mindset of being entertained, and you will be entertained. So that's my take on it. I thought that Coming to America 2 was pretty good. And I don't know what y'all talking about. So go ahead and check that out, Coming to America. I thought it was a fun movie. I loved the storytelling of it, and I enjoyed the ending. So watch it, enjoy it, laugh. It's a cool movie. Come on, man. Stop being difficult. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I'm out. Smoke weed.